we interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Super Desperation Radio!
Hey everybody, welcome to another exciting Monday afternoon episode of Super Desperation Radio. I am your host, Hell Pockets, joined to my right or left by my co-host, Lord Walkman, and to the right or other left, my other co-host, Manchest, who is currently a towel. We will not be joined by Super Effects today. He is currently in parts unknown after watching the NJPW G1 last night, which I heard was phenomenal. So he probably had a good time. Maybe he's sleeping somewhere. He's sleeping it off. Possibly. I don't know. We do have a special guest tonight that I'll introduce shortly. He should be available right now, but I just want to going through some preliminary stuff. We are less than 2 weeks out from Evo. This is kind of sneaking up on us, man.
Yeah, it's technically next week.
Jeez.
But
it's like a long week.
Yeah, not till the end of the week.
I mean, I'm ready. I'm definitely like, you know, I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to go. I love Evo and everything, but I gotta admit, you know, for some reason, despite how much I love going to Evo, it wasn't the first thing on my mind this year. Like the wait for Evo this year was actually remarkably easy and tolerable.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Like, I didn't really realize I was going to Evo until like 3 days ago. I'm like, oh wait, I'm going to that thing, right?
Yeah, right. Like, I'm over here trying to get vacation time and everything, and oh yeah, for that thing that I'm not going to be going to work for. Like I almost forgot. I didn't forget, but it was like somebody had to tell me a week ago, like, hey, so that vacation you wanted was approved. We'll see you when you get back. And I was almost like, where am I going? But it doesn't. I think it's just because there's been so much happening this year that Evo kind of. It literally snuck up on us, right? And it really didn't explode in hype until, I want to say, just like last night, a couple days ago, where they basically announced like all these games that, you know, people have been anticipating will be available for, you know, play testing at Evo. In terms of Dragon Ball FighterZ, there will be 2 tournaments. Or four actually, because so many people wanted to play, they had to add 2 extra tournaments.
Yeah, and those are sign up at the door, so even if you didn't get in online, you better hound them at the booth, figure out where sign-ups are.
Exactly. Like you remember, like I had to literally just like, I had like the 6th sense, or like I felt like a disturbance in the force. I'm like, wait a minute, something big's about to happen. And like, I didn't even like, I saw the tweet, I saw the picture of Dragon Ball FighterZ, and I saw the link below that said Smash GG. I was like, mash that shit. Yeah,
it was funny too, because you posted it immediately, and I was like, well, I better sign up. You know, I don't know how far along this has gone, but I'm sure, you know, it's been on the list a little bit. People are probably filled up, signed up, gave the link to one of my friends, and then he signed up, and I was just thinking, like, wait, how early did we get in? Because this is like, oh, it filled up in 10 minutes. I was like, wow, we must have actually got in on the front half of that, because it was real easy.
Quick, dude. I got in so quick, I was able to sign up for both.
Nice.
Yeah, man. It was ridiculous. It was a chum bucket.
I just signed up for one. And,
I'm salty. I didn't get in.
You didn't get in?
Yeah, I was like I had to post that stuff on like the Twitter, and then like, all right, cool, I'm gonna sign up, and then I think I hit that 15-minute interval. I'm like, everything's full. What is up with this?
That shit blew up so quickly, and I mean they had to knew that was coming. As soon as they said like tournament 128-man cap, that was like, that's like less than 10 minutes. But whatever, I got in. I'm happy. I'll tell you guys how it is. You know, I'll tell Daryl how it is. Tell Gibby. Well, Gibby's already played it, so he's good.
Yeah, I don't care.
He doesn't care.
Yeah, it's not something like, oh my god, guys, I got to play. No, I played, and it's a game.
It's more than a game.
Sure, you keep saying that to yourself.
It's the biggest fighting game of all time.
Yeah, I'm super sad because like this weekend's also Anime Expo, and Bandai has Dragon Ball Fighter Z up on the show floor.
That's
at
right.
Expo.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are all like lining up for that game just to try it out.
What I'm really upset about is that they got Eunice there. I heard nothing about that. I want to play it.
So they have it there. And my favorite is I saw a bunch of pictures of the sign that's like a little banner that says Eunice. I'm like, oh, cool. And it's just a bunch of like people doing Blaze Blue stuff. I was like, what the hell's wrong with all
Yeah, that was what the hell is that? Like,
so yeah, like I was talking with Brett about this earlier. Pretty much at the Atlas booth, pretty much their policy is no photos or videos of Eunice right now. So yeah, like I guess people are respecting the honchos over there.
Some people snuck some out, but yeah, I think most people are respecting the rules there. So that's cool of them.
I've seen photos here and there, mostly about like color palettes.
Yeah, that's the one I
saw the color palettes and the move lists.
Yeah, those are what I was saying.
But
no vidges though.
I heard that it is coming to the West, so that's confirmed.
Yeah, so that kind of snuck up on us also. I didn't even know they were planning that, and like the wait is going to be minimal compared to Uniel.
Yeah, I don't know exactly when though, because I'm not sure if they set a date.
It was like September.
Oh man. So here I am, gonna have to buy the game again twice because I'm not waiting.
Yeah, no, but just do it again.
Oh, well,
I bought Uniel twice. It's all right.
Yeah, I was technically I bought it 3 times because I got the PC release too, so I'll have to buy it a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just excited because like Uniel is one of like the only games left on my PS3 that I have to bring to tournaments, and now that it's gonna be on PS4, that means one less console to bring. Yeah. Yeah, as long as like nobody asks for like Aquapaza, like I'm just gonna bring my PS4.
You just fucked yourself, man. Like,
yeah, don't let anyone ask for Aquapaza. Very simple.
Also showing up at Evo, Arika.
Oh yeah,
Fighting Lair EX.
Yeah,
that game looks amazing. Can't wait to try that out. That was actually the first game. That was actually the first. What would you say? Exhibit game announced for Evo. And I think a lot of people are excited to play it. Had generated a lot of interest during that what would you say that fake April Fool's thing.
Yeah, it's like April Fools. By the way, this wasn't real at all. Don't talk about it. Don't even post videos about it. Okay, well that's fine. And then they're like, okay, we're at Evo. We're gonna show this off. I think it's the same build because it says it's only 3 characters, but
sounds like the same build.
And there's only one setup, so. Nobody mess it up. Nobody keep your water away from it. Don't let them lose this.
Just make them use their own sticks.
Well, I mean, don't destroy the one setup. I don't know if they have backups.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. Like when they did the April Fools thing back in Akiba, like they have multiple setups of that game running.
Okay.
Yeah, they had quite a few.
That doesn't mean they're
bringing them. They're probably just planning to bring over one maybe 2 dev units. To America.
I can see that.
Holiday.
I mean, that's fine. That's probably going to be perfect for the amount of people that are going to be able to circulate around there because there's going to be other stuff to play there. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is going to be there for demo.
Oh yeah.
So people will be playing the shit out of that, and that usually has a ton of units to play on. I still haven't had a chance to demo it myself, so I'll probably try it out this year at Evo. And they're going to have Final Fantasy Dissidia.
Oh yeah,
dude, that announcement came from left field because that kind of just got announced at E3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know that's going to take up a lot of space.
I think it's really interesting how E3 just showed off a whole bunch of games, and then all of a sudden it's like, by the way, they're also at Anime Expo and Evo. And it's like, oh right, well, holy shit.
Yeah, man, this is instant gratification. It's pretty cool.
I know. I was not expecting that in the slightest. The only thing I have to wonder about is that Arcade Dissidia is 3v3. I'm assuming PS4 is the same. Are we gonna have to have 6 console setups if anybody tries to run a tournament, for one setup?
That's what I'm thinking. You possibly will have to run 6 consoles, even just to demo it. Nobody's gonna want to play one-on-one in that thing, I imagine.
That's how the game used to be.
Well, on PSP, yeah.
Yeah, on PSP, yeah.
Maybe we should have kept it for PSP. They could have totally just 6 PSP setups right next to each other or something.
Oh no.
But yeah, so that's in addition to all the things happening at Evo, that is if you weren't fortunate enough to enter a tournament, or you weren't interested in doing so, you also have pretty much 2 days of trying out every new game that isn't out yet. So, and Eunice is going to be there. So,
yeah, pretty much everything you want to play is going to be there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a BYLC as always, where a lot of stuff goes down.
A lot of fun stuff will be happening there. People playing old games, new games, funny matches. I mean, if you're lucky, you might find Gibby playing an old game, but you probably won't play them because
if they allow me to play it.
If they allow you to play it, if they're gonna pull a CEO on you, where you're just like, oh hey, you know, you can't play 98 with us. Seat's taken.
I don't know, man. Evo gets a lot of people. Probably a lot of people from the city of Duckburg. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
How can you see the brackets like that when they're all from the same city?
Damn. Anyway, I want to officially announce and introduce our special guest here. This is Daryl Bunow of Anime Evo. Actually messed up the easy word and got the hard word right.
No, you got the hard wrong. You got the hard word wrong too, man.
Oh, I did. Whatever.
Yes,
close enough. Good enough.
Yeah.
You are here to tell us any last minute info and hype up Anime Evo, where you can pretty much play all your. I won't call them poverty because it's not poverty Evo. That's different.
Nah.
Right. You can play all your Air Dasher favorites at the Anime Evo side tournaments, and I believe those registrations are going to be open at the site, right?
All right. So here's what we're waiting on. So. Pretty much sometime tonight we hear that official Evo pools are going to be announced, so we're waiting on those to be public information for us to determine whether or not our scheduling plus whether we do on-site registration. So to be safe, register pre-reg online on Smash GG. It's really easy, and we already have close to 300 people, about 100 people for a Gundam Versus ish. So that's going to be interesting. But yeah, a lot of people have already signed up for Anime Evo. So yeah, please visit our Smash GG page to pre-reg. That way, when we announce, X game is not going to have on-site registration, well, you won't be out of luck because you pre-regged online.
So again, let's talk us a bit more about the Gundam Versus thing. I heard some stuff changed about the tournament. You don't have to pay for it now.
Yeah. Our one of our TOs, Brett on Twitter, he's kind of our MVP of this year. He has talked, he has gotten in contact with Bandai Entertainment, and Bandai Entertainment is partnering up with Anime Evo this year to help host the Gundam Versus tournament. Not a lot of info can be said right now because he's currently talking with them over at Anime Expo right now to hammer out some more details. But yeah, since we're collaborating with them, we decided to go make the entry fee free, but we'll also have guaranteed prizes too, and those will be announced hopefully sometime later this week.
Sick.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, so pretty much pre-reg once again. There's a lot of people who have signed up, and a lot of people are right now currently single entries looking for doubles partners because once again, Gundam Versus is a 2-on-2 arena shooter. So. It's really because Smash GG is Smash is their main game. They do have a very robust doubles partner finding feature on their website. So if you need a partner, just contact one of the dudes who just signed up but don't have a partner on Twitter and be like, yo, partner up. So
you basically got Gundam personals.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty much the Craigslist
for
yo.
Misconnections.
Link up.
Yeah, you looking for a teammate who mains at guy? I'm your man.
It's better than is it better than going on Craigslist for a Gundam teammate?
Misconnections. You're the guy that played Master Asia. I want to be your Domon.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's honestly, there's a lot of people already signed up for that game. It looks really hype. We have a lot of official support coming our way. We just don't have we just can't announce the info just yet because those are still being hammered out. But once we do, make sure to follow anime_evo on Twitter for future announcements sometime this week. And yeah, it's gonna be epic. I hope this continues beyond Evo. I hope like Bandai Namco like supports future Gundam versus tournaments, because this is a pretty big step for them, because they both have they both have Dragon Ball like fighters on the way, and then Tekken 7's blowing up huge. So like they're on a really clean like hot streak right now.
Yeah, I kind of like wonder, not to derail from the conversation, but I kind of wonder how much attention they can afford to pay to all three of those campaigns. And plus, they did a little while ago announce that Naruto/Boruto game, which they pretty much guaranteed was going to be esports also. So that's technically 4 games that they're going to be supporting.
Yeah, dude. And then think about it. Like, when are we going to get, the 3v3 Idolmaster fighting game that they'll inevitably make, right?
Yeah.
That would be a
there was an interview with like Mori and Daisuke, I believe. Like, they want to do something with that.
That's not surprising.
Oh, that'd be great.
Does that mean me and Gibby have to watch like Idolmaster now to like understand what the hell's going on?
Oh man.
Yeah.
We could have like streams about it, which is me and Gibby watching like Nico shit. That's the only character I know.
Yeah, it'll be me just judging the cast and judging Alex for liking a little girl. That's about it.
Oh no, Haruka's powering up with her girls be ambitious super move.
Wow, that's really nerdy, dude.
Like I say, I hide my power level pretty hard, dude. Like fucking.
That's like following me on Twitter levels of like idol power levels, dude.
Keep it hidden.
So, remind us, what else is going down at Anime Evo this year?
Yeah, so aside from Gundam Versus, we also have like 15 other like fighting games that we're gonna be running throughout 2 days. It's gonna be sick. I believe currently right now, aside from Gundam Versus, our next leading pre-reg game is Persona 4 Arena, which is crazy because like a lot of people think like, oh man, Persona's dead, blah 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 blah, but like currently it's actually our highest, like second highest pre-reg game right now. Nice. So there's still that scene is still like very vibrant, and like they really like that game. So yeah, I'm really excited for Persona 4 Arena, along with like Under Night in Birth. Vampire Saviors also has a really high pre-reg count right now. So the VSAB players are coming out to EVO again, so that's dope.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, VSAB crew shows up to everything.
I feel like it's been some of the most alive VSAB has been.
Yeah, it's actually
I feel like VSAB is like in the past maybe year or two, like they have really been coming together as a community and being like really mobilizing and communicating with one another like very well. So like that scene is really doing very well for themselves and showing that VSAB, there's still a player base for VSAB.
And what's really cool about it is that a lot of people, like VSAB definitely belongs in that category of people that say you can't play this game anymore because there's no competitive scene for it, there's no online play for it, blah blah blah, and they're making it happen anyway. So it's almost like if VSAB can do it, anybody else could do it too. There's no reason for you not to be playing your favorite game.
Correct.
It really is. The VSAB crew is basically doing what the ST was doing. They got themselves a bunch of custom boards. They got undams. They can hook in their sticks. They can do everything. Like the VSAB crew is dedicated as fuck. A lot of older scenes can learn a lot from them.
They should. I would definitely invite those people to talk to each other. Actually, you mentioned Persona 4. That wasn't on your original announcement because I did not have the slide for it. So that's a newish game added to the lineup.
Yeah, so like since the initial lineup, I think we announced like 5 extra games, including one that really came from like left field, which is Hotoku no Ken.
So how are you gonna do that? Is that gonna be like PS2s and like Japanese copies?
No, we have so like Rotanabor, who also does VSAB, right? He also has a bunch of he also has H&K boards and recently got an autonomous wave console stuff. So we're gonna be running the arcade versions of H&K.
All right,
so.
Pretty sick.
Yeah, wow, that's actually really awesome.
Yeah, so that's gonna be pretty sick. Like a lot of the Japanese players have like been eyeing this tournament, like they actually play it.
What, the Americans play? All right.
No, it's just gonna be Rodrigo.
We got them.
Yeah, I just want to see how well like a bunch of these small pockets from like New York, LA, like the people who actually been dabbling here and there on like H&K, like actually fare against like people who actually know how to play H&K. because
Yeah.
you can tell when somebody knows they're HNK.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be over quick.
Yeah, we used to have a scene like in the States that knew how to play, and now it's just the people can play, but they don't seem as good as they were before.
It's like you know, being out of practice, and like it seems like the game hasn't been really relevant in America for a very long time.
Yeah.
But like you know, you see every year in Japan, like there's still you know a lot of people who play this game in Japan and show up to like the annual tournament that KI runs every year. So like I think you know HNK is a very entertaining game to watch and like really fun, like on a meme level sort of way. So like just seeing you know people like being serious out in America could possibly like you know spark some you know newfound interest in the game, especially since like I actually I'm finally getting my order shipped from Arcade Shock to get that one converter for PS4, PS3 sticks and convert them down to PS2.
Oh,
so,
the Brooks converter.
So once that comes in the mail, I'll be playing a lot. I'll actually like you know dabble a little bit in HNK myself.
Nice. All right. Actually, I need to get me one of those too. Shoot, so I can play KOF 11 properly.
Dude, I'm gonna be using them to play like King of Fighters 11, Fate Unlimited codes, and a bunch of other like PS2 classics. Like,
speaking of Fate Unlimited codes, is that gonna be an Anime Evo?
I know Hardia, who ran like a bunch of Fate Unlimited code casuals, will be at Evo this year, but we don't have an official tournament for that. But it's always welcome at the BYOC anyway. So you know, if anybody has a copy of Fate Unlimited codes, feel free to set it up.
Yeah, I just always like to see people getting fucked on. You know.
Game is silly. But no, that's pretty cool. I mean, you do this every year, and you guys have been getting a lot better at running this event. And it's been getting some real attention. You know, like obviously you have the Bamco nod now, which is gigantic.
Yeah.
You recently had the people behind Nitro Plus Blasters helping out with the pot bonus at NCR. Is there anything like that happening here?
Oh yeah. Nitro Plus Blasters, not really this year, because it's kind of in a weird state. Like we were gonna run in Nitro Plus Blasters on PC up until like maybe last week, where Examu announced that they're finally gonna update the console versions to be arcade perfect, just like the PC version is currently. So yeah, I'm actually ordering like extra copies of JP Nitro Plus Blasters just in case. I'm not sure if Exceed is gonna be able to like pump out that patch before Evo. So you know, we just got to make sure that we get this on console, because button checking is a lot easier on console.
Oh yeah, sure, definitely.
Yeah. One thing that we learned about like running Anime Evo is just like you know button checks. If you could find which version does it like the most efficient, you'll run a smoother tournament and in a lot less time. So,
okay.
Yeah, that's a little nugget of info that we can give out.
Actually, that's a good point, because like I was wondering, like you know, what kind of challenges do you face, like because you guys run the most tournaments per capita at Evo, basically.
Yeah, honestly, like one, it's not just me and like you know a handful of other people. It's literally like a group of 20-something-ish people like helping me and everyone else out, like just organizing, getting the word out, and you know with streams and stuff. So like once we found the people who are passionate to like run their game at Evo, then we all want to like link up together and like do this as like one major push, as opposed to like you know 15 separate smaller pushes.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much like the key of like Anime Evo. Really, is just like you know just the community effort in general, and like just getting the word out as one like cohesive unit.
Sounds good. I mean, you know, you guys ever think about running? Well, not necessarily striking out on your own, obviously, but you know, have you guys ever thought about spreading the brand around outside of Evo?
You know, we talk about it in our private Discord of organizing stuff, but you know, that also comes with like you know capital to like you know find a venue and stuff like that. So like another thing about Anime Evo is we try to make this as like the most non-profit as possible. So pretty much we like none of us are making any money out of like all this. Like that's why we're not charging a venue fee on top of like the venue fee for Evo. Like the only thing we do is a transaction fee just to cover like all the PayPal like you know transaction fees and stuff like that. So like we're not pocketing any money, so that means we don't have any money to like spend on getting our own venue and stuff like that. So
Okay, cool.
that's kind of the love for the community right there.
All right, well, those are my questions that I've been always wanted to ask, and anybody else got any?
Yeah. Oh gosh, I'm sure there's a multitude I have.
Oh boy.
So
we've only got 30 minutes left.
No, I know. So obviously you guys are running Unial there. Have you gotten any word over Eunice or anything at all even being there? Because I don't think I've heard anything about that at Evo.
I haven't talked with Access yet because I want to really talk to them like sometime last week, but I know they're gonna be busy with Anime Expo this weekend, and it's still going on. Like Anime Expo doesn't end until tomorrow, so they're just busy with that major convention right now. So like until I talk to them maybe like next week just to hammer out any details. I don't know if Eunice is gonna be at Evo. I'm not gonna be surprised though, because since they have it at Anime Expo, how hard can it be to like bring over some builds over to Evo anyways?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
that's my speculation. That's not me saying this is gonna be official or anything. But
yeah, exactly.
I think it's gonna be at Evo.
I would hope so. I just feel like maybe we would have heard something through Wizard or something to that effect. I don't know, but
once again, I haven't talked to Access in a while just because I know they're gonna be busy with major AX planning. So yeah, I just want to let them do their thing for the time being, and then sometime next week I want to link up with them to see what's going on with Eunice, because I'm excited to try to play that. Because I see pictures of Wagner and Enkidu and all these fools. Like, man, I really want to try out these characters.
Yeah, Enkidu, he's got Tetsuzanko in it. I saw that in the trailer. I saw that in the trailer, and I was like, oh my god. Even if Wall's not that good, let's see how this guy is. Even though Wall's not bad, man.
Brett's been reporting on stuff that Enkidu's been doing. Like on his Twitter, he has a small Twitter thread of things that Enkidu does. So he is a Rekka character, but he also has counters and dive kicks and stuff like that. He's practically the Coma version.
Oh boy!
If you played Melty Blood, he's kind of like Coma, but with his own little unique flares and stuff.
Rekka's dive kicks. He's a freaking Yang clone. Okay, I can get with that. Yeah,
and Eunice is actually not crazy on the air dashes, to be honest.
No.
So ground game really matters in that game. So if you have a solid Yang or other or Fei Long maybe I think you'll find I think newer players coming into Eunice can find some similarities with Enkidu. Unfortunately, I don't. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say I feel like Under Night is just that game that's a really good game for anybody to play, but just doesn't get nearly enough press or exposure.
Well, remember there was that one year where literally everyone was playing it, and it was almost a shoo-in to be at Evo, and then the inevitable heartbreak occurred. And
yeah, it was kind of weird. I remember because the year where Eunice came out just in Japan as an import, right? It was literally the week after Evo. So the Eunice scene had to wait an entire year just to see whether or not Eunice was gonna make it to the Evo lineup. Unfortunately, it wasn't. But we still had really strong players come out regardless that first two maybe 3 years of So hopefully Eunice brings all those players back to teach a new generation of players.
Yeah, and I really do like the strong ground game aspect and characters having really strong normals. That's
you wild player.
Really strong normals, full screen normals practically. Yeah. No, because I say this every time, but they have 16:9 normals in the era of 16:9, while other games out there it's hey, we have all this real estate that it's wider, but everything's still really stubby and not very good. What's going on?
You really feel the distance.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also they also put that in effect for Enkidu, because Enkidu has a counter that counters both projectiles and highs and lows at the same time.
Oh.
So he was supposed to get around those big old football field size normals.
If it pulls you in, it's even better. If it turns into a grab, oh man.
Yeah,
it's gonna be beautiful.
So I can't wait to see Enkidu just ruin people's days. I wish I had more info on Wagner though, because I think just having a new waifu in the game, just oh man, where's the news on her?
I really want to see what the powering up of her shield and sword does. You know, like what is the properties on that? So that'll be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
All right. Well, we are halfway through the show. What's up?
Why is it gonna come out after Evo again?
I know, right? What's the timing on this shit?
Not only that, why does Splatoon 2 gotta come out the day after? I don't have enough time for all of this stuff.
You know, there was that one Evo where they had like I think like 16 stations for like Splatoon 1.
Oh yeah.
They need it. Like Nintendo needs to come back and bring that back, dude.
It's gonna be great, honestly, because that game has spectating mode. I think it's got like 2 spectator slots, and it's got like LAN play and all that stuff. So it might be the next new esport that's hot on the streets. You know.
I mean, that'd be pretty cool. They tried that with the first one, right?
Kinda. They really didn't do it too much in America, but there was a really big push in Japan. I think they still have tournaments.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And
You know, the very first Nintendo Switch reveal trailer, like they really wanted like Splatoon to like have like that esports feeling.
Yeah.
They had like you know arena and stuff, and people were like, "Oh man, this is like the Splatoon World Championships or something."
Yeah, the imagery that they put in there, like they definitely tried to get people like, you know, probably see what the response was like. Oh, this game in the like a big arena that people are playing. So you know, we'll see how that goes.
Hey, I'm ready to see.
That's why I got to try and become the #1 in-game cameraman. So
Big
you know,
arena. Speaking of big arena, we got Mandalay Bay Event Center on Sunday at Evo this year. They finally released a lineup for that, didn't they? In the time, I believe we got a. Did anybody see it? Was it?
I didn't see when the times were actually.
That's the Sunday.
Yeah.
I just know there's no. So according to I forgot one of the canons or wizard, they said there's going to be absolutely no 8 a.m. pools, no 8 a.m. game.
Sick.
So we could assume that Evo Sunday Finals is starting at 10. We can assume that. I don't know if that's the case, but you know, we'll see.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yo, in before 9 a.m. pools, dude.
I mean that's actually better considering last year. Like I woke up at like 7:30 and had to be there at 8, and I was like, oh crap, you know.
Yeah. You know, like the past years before Anime Evo, like I used to remember, like, all right, doors open at 8. There's 8 a.m. pools, and as like you know a bracket runner for Evo, it was kind of obnoxious to like wait for you know the head judges to be like, all right, like people running brackets, if your dudes aren't here by now, like feel free to go DQ them. I'm like, all right, so I guess we don't have to wait anymore for that stuff, right? So it sounds easier. It sounds easier for the TOs to just like you know just DQ people out of like. Not out of obligation anymore.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So here, Wizard says Evo tournament registration. Okay, Evo Sunday schedule: Marvel, Blaze Blue, Tekken 7, Smash 4, Street Fighter 5. So
Smash 4 before Street Fighter 5, huh?
That's pretty big.
Yeah. So that's what they did last year, but they had Melee before Street Fighter 5.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
That's not me.
There's hella kid here.
Oh, that's not you. Oh, that's a weird sounding Thea.
She doesn't scream like that, man.
So, yeah, with this, they obviously didn't go by entry numbers because Blaze Blue had fewer entries than Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
They did say, I could have sworn during the Evo announcement back in January when they said the voting for a game will be in, they said your game will be first on Sunday. I think no matter what game it was, it would have been on Sunday first. So that's why Marvel's got the first spot.
That's what I think I remember hearing
and
too.
Then, even then, it's not by numbers. It looks like it's by stream viewers. You know, Blaze Blue would technically get the least amount of viewers out of all these games. And then Tekken 7 next. Smash 4 would... Smash 4 might get the most viewers outside of Street... Like, maybe more than Street Fighter 5. No, even... It could get more than Street Fighter 5. It's Smash. Smash has just a larger following. So, we'll see how numbers go in the end. But numbers-wise, did you guys talk about that already? I'm sorry, I missed like the first 5 minutes.
No, we have not talked about that.
We haven't yet.
Right. Nice. So numbers have dropped all across the board except for Tekken.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So that's a big deal.
Tekken has increased from the previous year, which we have to preface that with the fact that it was basically a pre-release version of the game.
Yes.
We did not have the console version here in America, so they were all playing on arcade cabinets. And I'm not sure if they capped that.
No, they did not cap it the previous years, but this year, you know, we just got the game a month ago. Everyone's loving it. This could definitely be, you know, the honeymoon phase because it's a new game. Like last year, Street Fighter 5 had like what 5,100, 5,000. Yeah, 5,100, 5,000 around there somewhere. And it's one of those things. We knew it was a new game. It's getting it's getting everything. It's gonna be the shit. It's gonna be huge.
Yep.
It's gonna get a bunch of cross-play too. You know, like everybody was able to get it on that. They're like, oh, playing field's even.
Yeah. This year, those numbers dipped by half. Well, roughly half. I think a little less than half. But Tekken might experience the same thing next year, or it could have the Guilty Gear syndrome, where it drops, but not by much. Like the first year, Guilty Gear had 97
like 30 people.
Yeah, like so from the first year till now, I think Gear dropped like maybe 160 people. So 3 years they've stayed relatively constant. And that's good. And then you have other games. Marvel, I think it has 100 less people than last year. Wait, hold on, let me pull these numbers.
I thought Marvel was fairly similar.
Yeah, here you go. So Marvel 2016 had 781. This year 648. So you know, not a terrible dip. What is this? Blaze Blue, the last time was 2014, had 511. This year 499. Not a dip at all. That's pretty much the same thing. Yeah. Nothing bad. Tekken, okay. Melee went from about 2375 to 1435. That's a huge dip. Smash 4 went from 2656 to 1515. Also a huge dip. Here's Guilty Gear. Last year 910. This year 827. Not a bad dip at all. And geez, this is the biggest year for Injustice ever. So 883 as opposed to 2014, which is the last year it was in, at 313, and the previous year was 583.
You talking about MKX?
Well, those are some wild things.
Oh, the last Injustice. Okay.
Yeah, and then MKX, the largest year they had was 2015 at 1167.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So not very many games have hit 1,000, which is why Tekken hitting 1,000 this year is a big deal. I muted you stupid phone. What is it? So we know Street Fighter's hit 1,000. KOF, you know, has hit 1,000. Thanks to shirts, but it still hit 1,000.
Yeah.
Marvel hit 1,000. MK hit 1,000. I think it's MKX. Tekken this year. Melee, Smash 4, and I want to say that's it. Gear almost hit 1,000 with 970 the first year. So that's 7 games that have hit 1,000 at Evo. That's cool. Like, it doesn't matter how they hit 1,000; they did it.
It's an exclusive club.
Yeah, and it's a big deal. And I mean, you know, KOF now this year has 375 people, but hey,
it's the
hit 1,000 one time.
All right. So how many people did it have the last year it was in Evo?
320.
320. So it's up. Hey.
Yeah. So it shows 1,061 the first year, the shirt year.
Yeah.
434 the following year, which was a massive dip.
Yes.
And then 320, which is so here's the way you got to look at it. 434 to 320. While it's not a big dip, you already have low numbers. Your numbers just got cut by almost a quarter.
Yeah,
if not more.
It's because you have to factor in that first year, which was the T-shirts. So like the T-shirts it's KOF's doorway into the 1,000 club, but it is also its biggest failure because the next year they couldn't even get close to that.
Well, yeah,
no, and there was people like no showing too. Like they just grabbed their shirts and dipped.
Yeah, that was
exactly.
I almost qualified out of King of Fighters that year.
You know, so many of my friends that had no business getting out of pools got out of pools. Like, I'm one of the few people that actually had a legitimately difficult pool at Evo that year. And I'm like, I had what's his face? I forgot his name. Japanese player. Either way, he was expected to take like top 8. He didn't get top 8.
Are you talking about
Romance. Yeah.
Okay.
Romance knocked him out.
Yeah.
Romance and someone else took him out. But he, along with another strong player, I forgot who it was. But I was like, what the hell? Like, really? And then all these other people like, oh, my pool is free. I'm going to get out of pools easy. And then they were talking shit to me afterwards, telling me like, oh, yeah, I got out of pools. Look at you. What'd you do? I went 4-2. Oh, you didn't even make it out of pools. You're shit. I'm like, look who I lost to. Look who was in my pool. How did you make it out of pools? Oh, I got a free ticket to Winners Finals to everyone no-showed. I'm like,
yeah.
Piece of shit. You don't understand how much shit I talk to people. Like, don't get me wrong. Good on you guys for making it out of pools. But don't brag like, oh, I made it out of pools on the shit and talk shit to other people.
Man, you saw me get out of my pool. I had to fight my way out of that shit.
You fought your way out of your pool.
Damn.
I think Nock fought his way out of his pool as well. He had a difficult pool. And I mean, plenty of people did. They had to, but it was kind of not kind of, it was definitely shitty for as a competitive event, only because like, hey, no one here.
Yeah,
it sucks.
It did. And so for the 2013 was a more realistic version of that, and it still was probably our best year, honestly, for competition. It was everybody had, you know, felt way more comfortable with the game. We started to get a look at who was going to be the people to beat in that game, and a lot of the legends of KO13 were born that year. And honestly, that entry level, those entry numbers are not that different from what we have now for 14. The names are different, some of the faces are different, but for the most part, the drop off is pretty minimal.
Yeah.
So I mean, it wasn't even like when I heard the numbers were above 200, I was actually like, okay, that's pretty much all I was aiming for. Was it had to be over 200, you know?
Yeah, I said on the show earlier this year that I figured KOF at most would get 400. It's not going to break 400.
No.
I'm realistic about this shit. I know the KOF community. I saw how things were working out throughout the entire country, and look, for those of you saying that KOF is being disrespected by having Friday only pools all day Friday, whatever, because that's what Wizard said it's going to be. I don't know if that's accurate. We'll say it is because Wizard said it is, even though he lied about Trunks. It's deserved. Like, simple as that. The community wasn't there for it, sadly. Like, how many events broke 100 all around the country for KOF? You had various games, gear breaking 100 at like so many events, and KOF only doing it twice, I believe, since it came out. NEC and Combo Breaker, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Final round.
I mean, logistically also makes sense. I mean, logistically it makes sense because that means, all right, got to get that game out as quick, like got to get all those pulls out as quickly as possible so we can make room for like all these other games that have like way more people. So just getting all that done squared away on like one day, that helps out the TO staff and bracket runners not so much.
Yeah, totally. But like, and I think like people don't actually mean to say that it's disrespected in the sense that, well, you think our game sucks, that's why it's on Friday. Like, if they thought your game sucked, they wouldn't even have it there in the first place, guys. Come on.
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
it's like being there at all is like it's the honor of being at Evo at all. You know, who cares if you only get like one day of action? Like, some people are flying in from across the country. From outside of the country, rather, to either compete or to watch or whatever, and they're basically they're saying I'm only there for one day, which is, I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean, it's a better deal than what Pokken got. Like sucks. Like, it sucks to be like a Pokken player because like they went from about like 1,000+ entries into like not being at Evo proper.
Yeah,
like,
and like.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, with KOF, we're at 375. In 2014, we had 320. We didn't come back the next year. Like, here, I'm just gonna shoot off some numbers really quick. So 2015, Persona 4 had 439 entries. Didn't come back. 2014, Blaze Blue had 511 entries. Didn't come back. 2014, Injustice had 313 entries. Didn't come back. You see, there's something here about it. Like, it's, you get low numbers, you don't come back, and it sucks. But looking at it now, no KO 14 next year unless something big happens. Like, I would love for KO 14 to be in there next year. I mean, I want to see how well it's gonna do this year. Seeing a lot of negativity from within the scene, like laughing and happy that KO 14 is failing, is it's really disheartening. I hate it, and I hate those people that are doing it, because we all support the hell out of the game. We all support our game, except Street Fighter V players who just play it because apparently they hate it, but they have to play it. That's what they say. Every other community support the shit out of their game. They want it to do well, even the KOF community. But then when it comes to the big time, they just trash the game, and it's like, it's doing poorly, it's doing shitty. Good. I'm happy.
It's like an abusive boyfriend, you know, like your girlfriend graduated from college, like, bitch, make me a sandwich. Like, jeez, all right.
Yeah, that's essentially what it is. You're right, and it's really shitty because why do you want your own game to fail after you also put so much time and effort. It
Like-
makes absolutely no sense.
Like we literally like hoped it would get into Evo, and we were like, if it gets into Evo, we don't care what happens afterwards. We're just glad it's in Evo. We almost all unanimously agreed on this. And then as soon as they say it's Friday only, they're like, oh, what? We deserve better than that.
It was before Friday only.
I know it was before Friday only, but still, like the fact that there's like an uprising over it is just like guys, you don't even come out to the events that aren't Evo. You know, I mean, if I was running Evo and I was like looking at Caleb 13 hype versus 14 hype, and I'm just like, it's just not the same. It doesn't seem like these guys are playing something else. These guys are out here not playing, or certain people are saying we don't need Evo, which is BS. You need every tournament. Every tournament is important.
So. Yeah, especially with a community like King of Fighters, like, it's not huge. So this is one of those like fun things about KOF that people like. People say, "Oh, it's huge all around the world," right? Go look at tournament numbers all around the world. Like, show me where it's huge outside of China, and then like we'll talk.
Shit, man! Like this tournaments in China only get like 9 people.
Yeah, there have been some really small tournaments in China for 14.
And these are big guys. These are like ET and Shanghai showing up to this shit.
Yeah. So, what, like, an issue is people consider like here, Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat is massive, right? But the numbers don't show it because you have a bunch of casual players. You don't have a bunch of tournament players. As a tournament game, KOF hasn't produced the numbers that most other games do. This is worldwide. It's not just here in the States, which is unfortunate. I would like for the game to do better, just all around, especially here at Evo here in the States. But it's a bit of the scene getting older, and a bit of the scene being just self-destructive at the same time, which sucks.
It's always been that way. It's been that way since 13.
It has before 13. It's been this is how the KOF community has been as long as I can remember, especially once the split between 98 and 2002 hit here in the States.
And now they won't stop playing that. Like, people play that game because I'm just gonna say they're afraid of getting blown up in a new game, so they keep playing these old ass games.
No, yeah, that's true. That's just how it is. They're not like me, where I just didn't like games and I still played them anyway.
Yeah, you still play and you win or you lose, and then you say, you know what, see me and Mark of the Wolves.
Exactly. And what happens? They get their backs blown out. No, yeah, that too. I forgot.
Anyway, I don't want to get too much into that. That's gonna.
Yeah, we're done. We're done with that. It's fine. I'll talk about that some other time, maybe on a different stream.
Maybe do it next week or some shit. We have questions though.
Yes, we do.
We do have questions.
Look at these questions. I don't know if these questions are all for our illustrious guest here. However, we will answer them. We will ask him, and he will answer some of these because he can answer some of these.
Oh yeah, totally. He's free to answer. So first question up is from friend of the show, Benigmatica, who asked, I don't know if this question is answered yet, but which games would you like to see for Evo Japan, which will happen for next year?
Ooh, so I don't think Wizard has announced the official Evo Japan lineup.
No, he has not.
But all right, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna assume maybe there's gonna be like 5 games at Evo Japan. To be honest, I'm just gonna assume that. So 5 games would probably be like Street Fighter 5, Guilty Gear, maybe Blaze Blue. Geez, what's big in Japan? Gundam's super big in Japan, actually.
Oh yeah.
I'd like to see Evo. I'd like to see Evo Japan try to take that up. What else are people playing over in the arcades over there?
You got one more.
Tekken.
Yeah.
All right, I can see Tekken there. Some people are saying that, like, it'll be pretty much a shortlist version of what's here at Evo this year. So yeah, Street Fighter 5, Tekken 7, Guilty Gear, Blaze Blue. Some people think KO 14 is going to be there. I don't think it's going to be there. I don't see why they would.
Yeah. So like King of Fighters 14 just got ported over to NESCA cabinets. This was unfortunately like after I left Japan like earlier this year on vacation, so I couldn't gauge whether or not how popular King of Fighters 14 was out there in the arcade scene.
Yeah, I mean it could get like majorly popular, but I just don't see them doing that. Like if they have to decide tomorrow, I don't see that happening.
Yeah, from what I've been hearing, it's doing well, but it does have a bunch of hiccups. There are some issues with its release. So it's that, but like the community's all for it because they can actually play each other in the arcade now.
Right now, that's again for another show, but this is also a good sign for KOF 14.
Yeah.
So not all is lost with KOF 14, but you gotta like accept the fact that it's gonna still take some time. Anyway, next question. Sorry, you want to say something else?
No, I was gonna say Evo Sai was a precursor to Evo Japan. KOF 14 did really well there, and oddly enough, I don't know how they did this, but it had the best stream out of all the streams. It makes no sense. It's not me being like, oh, I like KOF. No, it genuinely had the best stream. Everything else was.
Oh yeah, another thing about Evo Japan. I hope like they set a benchmark for like Japanese streaming, like in general.
Oh, no, please, yes, that would be great.
Put Eunice in Evo Japan. All right.
Oh, actually, yeah, that could happen. Yeah.
I like to see that.
Up next, from Time Rift, we have it's actually directed towards Daryl. Which anime game would you make for? Which anime game would make for the best Danger Room style invitational? Also, will Melty Blood ever get a sequel?
Oh Jesus! I think the Melty Blood sequel is Unil, so just play Unil. They're gonna add Coma like a week after Evo, so you're gonna be good.
Are you ready for DLC Roa?
No, that character is classified as a war crime. He should not be allowed. But as for a Danger Room style, like like Summit Smash House type event, I would honestly say like I think Blaze Blue would probably be hella fun because like that community is so like so close. Like you could be a SoCal player, like Blaze Blue player, and like an NYC or Canadian Blaze Blue player. Like all of them seem to get along really fine. So like if you put them all in a house. Just like run games, talk smack. Like I'm pretty sure you could find something.
Like
something entertaining there. As long as you add like Kizzy and I don't know.
Yeah.
Just add Kizzy in that house and you're guaranteed comedy, dude.
Yeah, it'll be great.
Yeah, it'd be great. He'll be like sleeping on the couch. People are running like Blaze Blue sets, and all of a sudden he's like, "I'm not shook." and then we're in there.
He says he's not shook, but come on, he's always shook.
My Joe shook him up pretty nice.
That's true. Yeah. That's true.
We have another question from some good questions from
yeah.
GTO Akira. You see this one? It looks good.
Yeah. If KOF 14, or I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. In which games do you see America taking top 8? Every single fucking game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legit.
Like
every game.
There's not a discussion. This is every game. Someone from America is gonna get top 8.
Yep.
Yeah. Actually, I feel like
the hardest one would probably be like Guilty Gear because a lot of Japanese players are like flying out to like play Guilty Gear, and like last year I think it was only Zidane who got the only American who made top 8.
Was that the first year or the second year?
Marlon Pie.
Yeah, Marlon Pie got the second year. Yeah. First year was Zidane. This year, Kizzy could do it.
Yeah, Kizzy could definitely
do it. So many. We have
Bears can do it.
Yeah, we have players now this year. Like we have a stronger group of gear players this year than we did last year. So it'll be good to see this.
Yeah,
I can see KV in top.
Yeah, I can see Kid Viper then.
I can see KV. You know what's surprising? I can see Fu run like a coom like train on like a bunch of unsuspecting people.
Just
nobody
always on the heels. You always get caught on the heels. No, I can see Kid Viper in top 8. Kid Viper got remarkably close to top 8 in 2015, famously. So definitely could see Kid Viper do that again. Next up from Big Bumisher. If KOF 14 doesn't get picked up for Evo next year, would you guys pick it up?
Yeah, referring to Anime Evo.
Talking about Anime Evo.
Yeah.
So our policy is we got to find someone within the community to run the event. Like we're not. I'm not forcing any like people I know personally to like run games that they don't want to run.
Right.
So if someone wants to step up, like the Pokken community and like Boss every year for CVS2, like they're running their own side event tournament. So if you guys find talk to your the figureheads of the King of Fighters community and see if they're down to help organize an event for Evo next year. Assuming King of Fighters doesn't make an Evo next year.
Yeah, assuming it doesn't, I can get people doing it. Don't worry, I got you. Unlike Breaker's Revenge, which you seem to refuse to hold, I can get people to do KOF 14.
No. See, I'm not refusing Breaker's Revenge. I just I'm already running 4 tournaments every year at EVO. I don't have time to personally run breakers.
Please, I used to run at least 6 tournaments on my own at EVO back in the day.
Why aren't you
Get on my level, young man. What's that?
Yo. First of all, EVO back in the day had 3 days. We don't even get Sunday no more. So if I had that extra day, I'd run 2 more tournaments.
That's a good point.
We didn't do shit on Sunday. Everyone except for like me and one other person got drunk as shit on Sundays and watched finals.
Yo, I get drunk every night.
This is why you're not running breakers, man.
I'm playing breakers if I have time and if I see you. That's the thing.
All right, I'm gonna be busy, but yeah, I'll definitely be there.
You got a famous guy question from Ace King Offsuit.
Yeah, all right. I like this one. Ace King Offsuit asks, this is for the guest. And everyone. Oh, and everyone. Come on, man.
They don't have enough time for this.
No, he says, with DBZ getting a true fighting game, what's the next anime series that should get one? All right, so Hell Pockets has to go last because he's the biggest goddamn nerd we have here. Anthony?
Wow, which anime should get a fighting series? Gosh.
I already know my answer.
If you want to go for it, interrupt Anthony.
ahead.
Do it.
All right. I want that idol crossover fighting game.
Oh, okay.
I don't have to Love Live, all that good stuff. I know they're never gonna do it, but I want to see that because the music's gonna be so sick, dude. Like if they ain't got a baller soundtrack, like bruh. Also, like P5 Arena, like that's got to happen sooner or later.
Yeah, honestly, I keep thinking about it would be really cool to. This happened because of I was listening to NPR, and I guess Bette Midler came out with some new album where essentially she released a bunch of famous girl group songs done entirely by herself. So maybe think of like all the famous girl groups over the years. This should be like a 3v3 fighter, like based around that. So
you want Bubblegum Crisis, but like copy and pasted, like
well, everybody, each girl group, have their own thing, but then the last boss would be Bette Midler, who just like, sets them with all their moves, but just like one of her. As for anime, I don't know. I'll say Kengan Ashura because that's pretty sick right now.
Oh, actually, yeah, dude, hell yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea what this is.
That one manga I kept showing you were like the dude was suplexing everybody and like.
Oh, suplexes. Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, there should be a Keijo fighting game just because.
Trying to get SK like excited.
Yeah, SK is gonna be too happy for that. He's like, what? I could beat the shit out of people with booty? Yeah.
Every now and again, I just look at Twitter and I just see new Keijos and it's SK every time.
See, I don't even read the manga. I just read SK tweets. Like, I'm caught up.
I only know what's going on with that because of SK, and SK is doing a good job.
It's your turn, Gibby.
R.I.P. Keijo.
Oh, I know jack shit about anime. What's something that was popular back in the day? Oh, fuck. I don't know. I would say, like, actual answer, probably Ippo, but the only downside is they're all boxers.
It don't matter.
They all have, like, crazy styles, though.
No, yeah. Like, the Ippo, or I would like to see some shit with, like, Hellsing. Only because if they can do something with... Like how they're doing DBZ Fighter, if it can look this nice, they can do all that wacky shit that was going on with vampires and shit. But the character variety isn't that big. So Ippo would be the best. And Takamoto would be top tier.
Ippo would be top tier because he'd have an Ultra that did 100%. His revenge gauge would fill up at the very last second.
Nah, man, it's all about dot date. Apple got corkscrew blow. I main Dudley in 3S.
He doesn't have corkscrew blow. He has a Heartstopper punch. Right? They're different.
What? It's corkscrew blow, bro.
No, man, it's different names. All right, Chris.
Man, this is hard to come up with. Like, because on one hand, I do want a proper Ranma fighting game. We've had a couple on Super Nintendo that actually weren't that bad.
They were fun.
I have them.
They were pretty good.
Yeah.
The third one is actually really good if you give it the time. There's some shit in that game that's actually like kind of legit. I never played the PS1 game though. I don't know if that's any good. I also thought about maybe Tenchi Muyo fighting game that could work. Sugimomo could work, but I always find myself coming back to this series that I don't even read anymore, but I think it's still going. I haven't really kept up with it. I want a I don't know if anybody did I post? I wanted a Kame ga Kiru fighting game.
Oh god.
I could see that. I can see that happening. That would be good.
Kamiga Kiru?
Yeah, Kamiga Kiru. It would be like there's like
I
a
haven't
ton of
read that
characters
long-
in that
long
game. That
time.
game would be like fucking humongous. But okay, real answer, 100%. Gotta have a real Rurouni Kenshin fighting game.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Wasn't that just
Last
Gear?
Blade.
Awesome.
Or
No,
Last
Last
Blade
Blade.
too? Yeah.
No,
Oh,
I
shit.
guess it'd be like Last Blade too, but no, it'd be like like cool stuff instead.
Well, what was the name of that one? It's an MMA. Baki.
Grappler Baki.
Oh, Baki the Grappler?
That one.
Yeah.
That would be great because of Dad. The dad is safe. Yeah.
That anime was surprisingly popular in the Philippines for some unknown reason, so like I know a lot of people who did that.
Endorphins. That's why.
So that's my answer to that. So Rurouni Kenshin, they've had some fighting games for it in the past that were like almost like legit, but then like they were on freaking handheld and they were gimmicky, or they just they didn't spend enough time with the game to like really flesh out anything. But I really think that series deserves a legit 1-on-1 fighting game, side scrolling.
Does anyone know if like Shonen Jump still makes like Shonen Jump Superstars anymore on like DS or something?
The last thing they made was that Jump Fighting Stars, which was like a 3D battle arena. It was a MOBA basically. And
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, that apparently got a lot of that got a lot of attention when it came out. Enough that they had to bring it out in America, which was unheard of because there were actually a bunch of series in that game that weren't even out in America yet. I think they should definitely bring obviously they should do a Jump All-Stars fighting game, but I don't know if they ever will.
Especially now that like a lot of like fan favorite manga titles have like come and gone, like they should really use that opportunity to like introduce the newer Jump Jump series to like newer fans.
Hey guys, we have a
it,
special impromptu guest thing going on.
I just hacked your shit.
Wait, we said we were going to coordinate
Oh my
this.
god, what?
Oh no! This was very uncoordinated.
No,
But,
I just hacked some shit
the
right
cat
now.
cops are here.
Oh my god. All right. Welcome to the show, Chris Segula.
Ow. How do you pronounce it? Okay, welcome to the show. Okay, so we've got two very special guests who just randomly decided to crash our show because, fuck us. We got Mr. Wizard, the guy behind Evo, and we got Chris Seglia, the guy behind the production of Evo. He runs this company here. See? Guys, go on.
Wiz, I literally just said, let's coordinate this. Let's, like, work this out. And then you just, like, just jump in here and hack their shit.
All right, on 3, and then Wiz just goes 3.
Yeah. That's pretty much what happened.
Baller. Boss moves. Wiz, boss moves.
What's up, guys?
Hey, it's called Evo. I gotta bomb some stuff, and that's how it goes.
I hear you. So how you guys doing tonight? You getting ready for the big week?
Yeah, I mean, we're literally ready to roll out brackets in probably 5 minutes.
Oh,
Nice, nice.
Yeah, you're gonna find out who you're playing in probably the next 5-10 minutes, so it's gonna be crazy.
Is it worth extending the show for this?
Yeah, kind of.
All right. Because
Let's do it.
I want to know who's in my pool.
You're playing. You're not allowed to play.
The boss has spoken.
Okay, well, in the meantime, since we got to wait 5 minutes, does anybody have any questions for Chris Seglia or Mr. Wizard? You can either tweet at them or fire them off in the chat. We'll try to read them off like immediately. Anybody on the show got any questions for him?
I do.
For the record, we can say next question.
Oh.
All right, that's fine. That's fine.
Because it's so close.
Okay. All right. My question is concerning about BYOC space. Have you figured out where it's going to be this time?
We've actually doubled up on BYO space.
Yes, you're the god.
So I think we literally have over 100 stations this year.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow. Wow.
And I don't know if I should be saying this, but one of the areas is actually
No.
Damn, I got denied.
Oh wow! Oh, that's a surprise. Can I know? Can somebody just like DM me real quick?
All right, fine.
Oh wait, sex.
Fine, tell him.
So what we've done is this is the first time ever that we're going to allow alcohol inside of Evo.
Well, there you go.
So we literally built a BYOC area around a bar.
Oh my god!
Son.
So
I need to know where this bar is at so I can set up all Anime Evo there.
He just said it. The BYOC is around.
Yeah, I know. Actually, I think the people who deserve it most are the ST players.
Yeah. Well, at least all the
the
ST players will be able to drink legally. So that's
Exactly.
yeah, so I can literally imagine people playing for shots or people playing money matches for shots and stuff like that. So it's gonna be pretty crazy.
Let's be real. I was gonna do that anyway, right?
Yeah, we just made your mate losing your money go faster. That's all we did.
Perfect.
Quick, make Chris commentate every day so he can't drink.
I like it. It's good. It's good.
This is great.
Oh, Wiz, I got more questions for you.
All right, well, might as well fire them off.
All right. So my next question is concerning about indie games. Will there be another indie game showcase this year, like traditionally in past years?
Yeah, I think we're actually announcing that the games that made it either tonight or tomorrow. So
Nice.
You will definitely find out who made it. But yeah, there's a huge 50 feet area, 50 by 50 feet in the expo area with all the new indie games. It'd be awesome.
Sick, man.
I got a question. Did Trunks' time machine not make it back in time to be in the evil build?
Jesus Christ.
This is a serious question. I mean, why is he here?
We're done here.
Oh, shit.
I can't believe I got roped into this by Chris Seglia. Like, holy
I said
shit.
we were going to coordinate this. You didn't give me 30 seconds to tell them what was happening.
Yeah, really bad, like MOBA gank gone wrong.
Okay, so here's what happened. Is I had read that someone that was at AX, the Anime Expo, had saw Trunks' move list on their build the day before it opened.
Oh, okay.
And so I just assumed, like, if they're getting the Trunks build, why wouldn't Evo get it?
Makes sense.
And I
This
and
is
I
what
kind
you
of
get for following Jabali on Twitter.
This is true. This is true.
well, I'm gonna have to block Jabali now on Twitter. So.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
But yeah, I definitely spoke without contacting them, and it kind of bit me in the ass. So, yeah, so it's definitely the same E3 build that that has been out there, unless they're very nice and they bring a new build. But that still is in their hands. So we'll leave it up to them. But as far as I know, it's just going to be the E3 build again.
All right. Well, I'm just happy to play it in any form. So I'm hype as hell either way.
The game's godlike.
Thank you. Shut up, Gibby.
It's so fun. And
I got
I'm
more
saying that.
questions.
Damn, he's got so many fucking...
Yo, Wiz. Question number 3. Is the Friday and Saturday final schedule like legit, or is that not set in stone yet?
Yeah, is KOF ending on Friday?
KOF is ending on Friday.
All right, there you go, guys.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's mostly a logistics thing because King of Fighters has way little more people than other games, so it's easier to finish in one day than say a 1,000-man tournament. So.
It frees up more resources for other games, so yeah, I can imagine it.
Whoa.
So does that mean there'll be lots amount of inside food in the venue?
Yeah, so the venue itself has built-in food facilities, so there'll be sandwiches, candies, stuff like that. We got some healthy stuff too, and obviously alcohol.
How much is
water
beer going to cost anyway? Is this going to be like at a premium?
$15 probably.
It's I haven't seen the prices, but it's Mandalay Bay, so I don't know. I don't know how much a beer was inside the arena last year. Could you fill me in?
Like me and Gibby went to like the little concession stand. I'm pretty sure I must have dropped like maybe $16 for 2 tall boys.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't even remember what it was though. It was just like this tall.
That's not that bad though.
Yeah, that's
for
not
a tall
bad.
boy.
No, I'll totally pay that.
Why don't you bring me any? I was literally right there.
All right, so the story was
after I stole your phone.
So the issue with that was like, well, one, I drank one of them on the way back, and the other one was like, well, I don't know if I want to bring beer into the command center of Evo.
So instead, you just stole our food. That's
I didn't even steal your food. You didn't have any. We had to go to freaking Riot until they kicked us out for another chicken.
Wait, you drank a whole beer before you got back?
I drank a whole beer. I drank a whole tall before
That was like
I got
10
back.
steps.
And then,
Like,
I was like, I better not bring this into the command center because Sage's gonna yell at me for bringing it around the stream setup. So I was like, let me just circumvent it. And we went to the Riot skybox and we hung out with Pat. And yeah, it's pretty much what happened.
so basically, you're an alcoholic. Like that's the only answer for that.
It was a fun drink. It was a fun drink. Just double the.
But
fun.
I drink. But like you drank it in like less than a minute. So like, how does that work?
I mean, I was like.
What kind of beer was it?
Feeling kind of dehydrated. I don't know. It was like some cheap, like it wasn't even like.
It was a Stella.
Yeah, it was probably a Stella. I don't know.
Stella Tall Boy.
I think they make those, right? It was like in a cup.
I didn't know that this entire thing was going to be about alcohol.
Well, you said you gave me
it's Hell Pockets,
you gave
and
me
it's
5
Vegas.
minutes. You gave me 5 minutes. You said I could drink in the venue. Oh, another question: can I bring booze from outside the venue into the venue?
No, probably.
That's actually
not.
a good idea. Yes, I don't allow that.
Like bring my Eiffel Tower in. That sucks.
I don't think we've confirmed anything, but I know like last year they said if you buy it inside of Mandalay Bay, they'll let you bring it in. But I don't think if you buy it like 7-Eleven and you have it in a brown paper bag, they're gonna let it in.
I mean, that's cool. I'm totally right with that.
So we'll definitely have to circle back on that for all the alcohol drinkers out there.
What about us non-alcohol drinkers?
Well, then,
There'll be plenty of water at the stations again. Like,
what's actually funny is they will not let us put free water in there.
what?
Because it's a safety hazard. Because the hall is all concrete. So yeah, they don't allow like just water stations in there. So
Wasn't last year's venue like all concrete as well?
yeah, but that was the Las Vegas Convention Center and owned by the government. This is Mandalay Bay, and they have different standards.
All right.
So it's time to be an alcohol drinker, is what you're saying.
Yeah, pretty much.
Man. I went all these years not doing that. Do I have to get drunk? Now anymore?
Oh, shit.
So I might die from alcohol poisoning, but I won't die from slipping on the floor. Okay.
That's true.
I just want to let you guys know that you guys are making my one vacation out of the year the most awesome by adding this news. Like I literally thought about it today. It's like, wow, I've got 11 more days before I'm out there, and I feel like I can't drink yet. Now I know why I'm saving myself. I'm saving myself for Evo.
There you go. Everyone does it.
Oh.
Not really saving
So
myself.
actually,
I'm probably going to a bar tonight,
hey Anthony, what's the weed laws in Nevada now?
All right, so yes,
All right.
this.
All right.
But apparently,
All we're
July
talking
1st,
about is extracurricular activities now. What kind of what is going on in this? What have this become?
That's the
All right,
after hours.
here. Look, I'll take it over. So, Evo last year, we had quite a few streams last year. All right, a lot of things for people to watch if they're not attending Evo. Will it be the same this year?
Wait, what?
What the hell is that question?
Will we have a lot of streams this year for people not attending, so that they can watch a bunch of different things from the comfort of their own home?
We're only doing one stream this year. I can't handle it anymore.
No, I got you. Last year you almost like murdered everybody, so we don't
I
need that
wasn't even
again.
at the venue. No,
I know.
There's gonna be a lot of streams. We'll announce that.
Okay.
So I'm really glad
As long
you
as
guys
we're
are
not
here,
going
but
back to Stickam.
Is there any
So
particular reason you guys are here?
No.
Just hanging out with the boys.
I was actually gonna coordinate something with Gibby, but literally I just saw Wiz jump in, and so I was like, well, I guess we're doing this way.
Yeah. I was like, okay, let's do this, and then I saw like the moment I told you like, all right, let's do this. Wizard jumped in. I thought it was you. I'm like, ah, shit, this didn't go as planned.
Oh my god.
It's okay though.
So back to your other question. Weed is now legal in Las Vegas as of July 1st.
Wiz, I was trying to get you.
Thank you, Wiz.
To say anything about
But
it. I was
the
trying to get a very
hotel
good
still
job positioning.
the hotel still has policy. You cannot smoke inside of the hotel. So you want to go stand in a 120-degree parking lot, you're more than welcome to. Or one of their designated areas.
By the way, I wouldn't recommend doing that either because you're not supposed to smoke it outside either.
Yeah, so it takes getting blazed to the next level when you're outside in 100+ degree weather.
Yes, legitly.
Oh man, there are going to be some light ups over this year. Oh my god.
Oh boy.
When will vendors be announced for Evo?
Do we ever announce vendors?
I don't know.
I think a lot of people just announce it on their own. Obviously, Arcade Shark's going to be there, the best group ever. So,
wow. See, people give Justin Wong shit for shilling. That was some shilling right there.
Well, I will always shill for anyone who have Evo products, and they have an officially licensed bag and some buttons this year. So,
yeah. Oh, speaking of that, they just announced the buttons.
Yeah, they also have it's like a shaft protector for the joystick. Yeah, it doesn't sound right, but it's literally like
happening right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're shilling, all
right? Weed, shaft protectors.
Make sure when you come to Evo to have as many shaft protectors as possible. You don't know what could happen out there. Stay safe, people.
The cash rate level in this show has gone through the roof.
Use your shaft responsibly, children. Are the brackets up yet? Are the brackets up yet?
It should be in a minute now. I'm talking to them right now, so it literally should be like probably within the next 120 seconds.
And where can we go for them when they do go up?
They're all going to be on Smash GG, so just head on over there, and then you'll be able to check who you're going to get beat down by in the first round.
Oh my god, I think I'm going to win my first couple of matches. Also,
I wonder if I have.
How are you liking the Smash GG format?
It's. I mean, they're still new, and there's still like a lot of stuff that Evo has behind the scenes that we don't have yet. But I mean, it's an up and coming platform, and it's pretty decent for what it is. We just need them to customize a little bit more items, and then it will be wherever we want it to be.
Okay.
Nice.
So,
also, will there be a stream for the Dragon Ball FighterZ side tournament?
That's completely up to Namco Bandai.
We got to get them on the horn.
I think Mark tweeted out something. He said he's working with Bifuteki, so I'm going to assume the stream.
Oh, that's where Bifu went? He was supposed to be on the stream team that left
me. You mean to tell me Mark stole him?
Poached?
Mark big time? Yeah.
Poaching ass Mark
right now.
Seriously.
Well, I mean, good for Bifu.
First Ultra Boost and now that.
Wow. Wow. We see you, Mark. We see. So, say
what?
Anything that you want to tell the people? Because you're a man that's usually behind the scenes. Not many people really know much about you outside of you sound like Solid Snake. Now, is there anything that you want to tell the people coming into?
I think it's a bad idea having Jabali on the show a couple weeks ago.
See, now this is true. He said this. The show went off, fairly well. All right, I shut Jabali up when we needed to. Yeah, I told him not to talk all the goddamn time because Jabali doesn't shut up. So we did it. It went off without a hitch, and he's never allowed on the show again. There you go.
All right, we'll have to tell that story later on because you've been mentioning it several times, and I know why you keep saying it, but the audience doesn't know.
He literally killed the fray.
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
We actually do have a question on the Twitter for Seg. It's coming from a friend of the show, Amazing Chest Ahead, and he's asking, ask Seg if he has picked the mic talent yet.
Wait, for commentary?
I'm assuming so, unless you have something else you want to use.
Sounds like commentary question.
Or in-house, I don't know.
Not 100% yet. That's going to be happening tonight. There's a lot of stuff that happened today. It was supposed to happen today, and I just didn't get onto it yet. But it's going to happen early this week for sure.
Okay. Cool.
And yes, Mark Man is way more Illuminati than me.
He put in more time.
Did he?
I guess.
Well, he's been around longer. Yeah, it's just that he's been around longer. If Seg was around as long as Mark has, he'd be equally, if not more, so Illuminati,
equally
right?
Juiced.
Right, Seg?
No.
I'm a liar, everybody. I'm sorry.
What, Chris? What year did you get into FGC?
Next question. No, it was 2009. I'm an 09er.
Oh
no!
Wow!
No,
Street Fighter 4.
My literal first match was against John Choi. And I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I sat down at Keystone. One of my best friends invited me there. He was good at Third Strike, and he walks in there. He gives me a phone call. Goes, man, you got to check this out. Like, all right, cool. I walk in there. They're like, hey, you want to play? Sure. You know, crack open a beer, sit down on the arcade cabinet, and this guy sits on the floor. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? He sits down on the floor, literally double perfects me, and John Choi then asks, you've never really played this game, have you, before? And then just like walks away. And I was like, all right, tight. This is how it's going to be. And then Hans was streaming over there, and I was like, wow, this is cute. Let's check this out.
Welcome to the Lions, then. That only made you stronger, I guess.
Dude,
I stopped playing after that. That was my last game.
That was a literally amazing story and it needs to be told on every radio show ever.
Yes, it does. It does.
That's an absolute true story too. Actually, I lied. I got double perfected again at Keystone. Literally the next week, it was some Viper player. I think his name was Ita, and he didn't speak a word to me. He just like looked over and he's like, "What is going on?" And I just started drinking in the back. That's how people started knowing me. Well, drinking and talking shit in the back.
You say those are your only games. Isn't it true that you beat a Cap Cop once? What's his name? Harrison. in Marvel, right?
I mean,
Is literally the show about just throwing people under the bus? Like that?
Yeah. Harrison is more than welcome to come on the show and defend himself right now.
He can.
I'm very good at the inebriated matches. Let me tell you that.
I think you beat him in the SC also.
I don't know what I beat anybody in because I was probably pretty drunk too.
I mean,
so
yeah, probably,
let's move on.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm still waiting for these brackets, man. I need to know who I'm gonna body first.
The brackets, they're telling me now it's 8:30, so it's 10 more minutes.
Son of a...
Wow, I blame Bear.
Yeah, I blame Bear too.
So yeah, again, you know what? Bear has the same problem as Jabali. He doesn't stop talking either. That's what he did on the show. I brought him in. I asked him one question, and he talked for an hour and a half. I was like,
nice,
interesting. So yeah, this is your second year working with Smash this year, or is this the first? I can't remember last year.
This is our first year. Yeah,
first
year with Smash.
Okay. Oh yeah, last year you guys used you still use the system that the Cannons had on SRK.
Yeah, that actually system is really good. It just wasn't great for brackets and seating. So like our registration is really good, but yeah, our seating is just ancient and bracketing is ancient. So we kind of wanted to go with a more modern day bracketing software.
Okay. Oh, speaking of like modern day brackets, are you guys going to be doing the three out pools or the traditional 2 out pools?
We are going to try the 3 out pools this year, so we'll see what happens.
All right. Oh,
this is for all games, right?
Yeah, this is for all games.
Ooh, man.
I hate that stuff, man. I really do.
I don't doubt it. It's just
I want people to cry at you. I want them 3 people getting out of pools. That just means that more people are getting out of pools, man. It's just gonna be like, man, I'm so good at this game. No, I want people to cry.
Right, actually.
You know what's funny is when I went to Combo Breaker, I got out of my pool, and then someone, like a bunch of people were like, "Oh, you got top 8." I'm like, "There's no way I got top 8 because 3 people got out of my pool." And so people just didn't understand what was going on at the time.
Yeah, wouldn't that make it like top 12 or something like that?
Yeah, I got 13th at Combo Breaker for having played in like 5 years.
I got out of my pool and in top 8 at CEO 2017, and only 2 people got out of each pool. So no one showed up for King of Fighters at CEO. 60 people showed up for King of Fighters 14 at CEO 2017.
So 60 people showed up and you got top 8. That's like 50-50. Like that's really bad.
Hey, I got
no. How many matches did you play?
Do you want to see my intro video?
No.
Oh, Jesus. No. He's gonna show it anyway.
I mean, like, I'm just saying, like, it's pretty good.
Did you play one match and then got into the top 8? Like you literally played one match?
I played 3 matches. 2 of them were on stream, and I lost one of them to Chris G, who's remarkably good at KOF 14, actually. And then I beat some guy named Alfonso who's been talking shit for an entire year. He got bodied 2-0. And then I lost an Ergosh, but I got the entrance video. Now, the problem with that was I was supposed to commentate top 8 at CEO 2017, but I was in top 8 at CEO 2017.
Yeah, and you fucked up the entire commentary
That's
schedule.
right, I did.
Literally, no one thought that was going to happen.
The pocket
we made Gibby do commentary for top 8, I think.
Right?
And he was supposed to be on camera. So I think you owe me money now, Chris.
Wow.
Hey,
Yeah.
they only gave me $34 for getting top 8 at CEO
I'll take
2017, so yeah, you can have it.
That's how much I'm worth. So
Why didn't you Bronson it up and just put a mic on while you were playing?
Do that. I was like, dude, you know I'm about to make top 8 of this, and everybody's like, yeah, right, man. And then
Bronson will never happen again. It'll never happen.
So when he did, when you like, at what point when he was doing that did you realize like, oh shit, I've made a horrible mistake?
never.
Bronson? No, it was a perfect storm of events. Number 1, it was Bronson. Number 2, we forced him to be at that tournament. Like literally forced him to be there, so he didn't care if he won or not. Number 3, his first round opponent didn't understand English, so that made it good. If P Ling won, he couldn't hear him because of the headphones. And if Rip won, we would just put a microphone on Rip, and they would just talk shit to each other. So it was a literal perfect storm of events. The biggest fault that we had was we said Bronson go nuts, and then 30 seconds later, Mark Mann said, "Hey, you know this is on the Bandai Namco channel, right? You're gonna have to bleep it out." I'm like,
So Bronson just made more work for you.
yeah, shout out.
So that's around the time he's like, oh crap.
Yeah.
That's what that Twitch delay is for.
Yep.
It's not like a real delay though. Like in broadcast TV, like there's a button that you can hit if it's like an oh shit button, right? That is not possible on the internet. That we just have to go back and make up what happened.
Fiction and post, baby.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the Evo rules right now. I'm sure they're not all updated, but is Injustice 3 out of 5 the entire time?
Next question.
It is.
Oh dear.
Oh boy,
Okay.
yeah, you guys are in for the long haul.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
3 out of 5 the whole time. It's been fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, one thing that doesn't affect us really is because it's on Saturday. So, like, if it runs long, we're not really that in trouble. So, but obviously, running long is not Chris Seglia's happy place. So,
It is not a happy place, but Injustice at Combo Breaker and CEO have been super hyped the entire time. So, like CEO Pools Day, the first day was probably some of the best pools we've ever seen for almost any games, and that's like everyone told me that. So I'm very excited to see what people have in store for Evo.
yeah, it's definitely like a mixed bag because you can get some really offensive characters, then you can get Deadshot just sitting back, or Batman throwing batarangs all day or whatever. So
Nice.
it's definitely a mixed bag of who you get and when you put it on.
So what games are both of you guys looking forward to the most?
I would like to. I'm really curious to see what's going to happen in the culmination of Marvel for the last time. Like, will a second person get crowned in the same era, or will it be someone brand new, or will it be? It just like I'm really curious who's going to make top 8 in that game because it's definitely a game still that brings excitement to Evo.
I'm really hyped for. I don't know. I really, 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 really want to see an American win Street Fighter at Evo. Like I just really want to see that. Like I'm an 09er, right? So I've been accustomed to is Daigo slapping everybody around.
Yeah, that's pretty much
and,
the same thing.
and infiltration. I want an American win Evo. I think this year is it, and I think it's going to be super hype in the arena.
We were kind of talking about this earlier. I think we're gonna have an American in every single top 8.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And this might, Joey, this might be the first time, right?
This would definitely be the first time. The crazy part is I've won so much money on side bets because I always like I don't overestimate, but I guess the correct amount of Americans that will make top 8, and everyone sells us short, and so I always seem to win all the bets I take on that. So
Nice.
I've won probably $500 just betting on people making top 8 with Americans.
Yo, Wizard, will there be an official Evo bookie at Evo this year?
Yeah, we asked this last year. Great.
There will not be.
Oh, sorry, I got one of my vices covered already.
Well,
I'll give you some names of unofficial bookies if you're looking for that.
Well, let's just say this: Hell Pockets is now taking all bets, and he's the bookie. Let's go.
Oh, shit. All right,
I like
let
it.
me just,
I like
let me just sell off this house real quick, and I'm in business.
I gotta say, I should have really took bets on the Evo lineup because I got all of them right.
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
that's
Just to
crazy.
feel myself
Yeah.
again. 9 out of 9 games, all correct.
Yeah, he predicted every single game, 100% accuracy.
All right, so let's make a little call out right now.
Oh, Pockets pick time?
Give me the exact lineup for Evo Japan.
Oh, okay.
If you get it right first try, I'll give you $1,000.
Wait, does that mean you already know?
Boy,
What does he get? What do you get if he gets it wrong?
Well, it's just fun, right?
all right. So
He doesn't know the number of games.
I don't.
Man,
Yeah.
Discord.
Okay. No, hold on. That's cheating.
It's like mute everything right now. Like, oh shit.
I'll split it with you.
Yeah. That I'm now the $1,000 is now off the table to Chris Seglia being shady. So
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't even know what it is. Mark Man's ducking me.
I was so close to coming up with a list.
Mark Man's ducking me. He won't give me the sponsor logos.
Oh, it's marked.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. If it's marked, then it's going to be some kind of shoe battle, right?
No. Go Walkman. I don't even know what it is.
Gosh, I don't know. I'm gonna start off real quick with the Vampire Savior and be wrong. So,
Yeah, there we go. Off the table.
all right.
I have officially deconfirmed Vampire Savior for Evo Japan.
I would like to choose Street Fighter 5.
Oh boy, he's going in.
I'd like to choose Tekken 7. Guilty Gear.
Wow, super safe bets up in here.
Are you going to tell him if he's wrong or not?
I'll tell him after he's done, like in a collective, but I'm not going to say each game.
Blaze Blue. Gundam.
If he gets them all right, we're gonna have
This
the
will
announced
take my
lineup.
Gundam pick.
Hey man, I just know what it was either that or Final Fantasy Dissidia, which is also big in Japan apparently right now.
Third strike.
Oh what?
Oh,
What?
We're gonna do Third Strike version B though. How about that?
I'm okay with it. My prediction is going to be accurate because I'm going to go with fighting games.
Mark of the Wolves.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go. Mark of the Wolves, Breaker's Revenge, KOF 98.
Real Bout Special.
No, Real Bout 2. Real Bout Special's trash. We're going to go with FHD and Double Dragon, the Neo Geo fighting game, and Waka Waka 7.
Wow, you just won $1,000.
Nice.
Congrats.
There you go, guys. Get prepared. Fire up the switch.
Oh my God.
All right. So, not to change the subject, but is Bear still lying?
This is what
I gotta put my daughter to bed soon, guys. Come on.
he legit said 8:30. So let me
Bring
ping him
bring
right.
him in here real
Oh
quick.
wait, I think I see my pool. King of Fighters 14 KF round 1.
Oh.
Oh, time to go check my Guilty Gear Blaze Blue pools.
All right, let's see who I got. That's all I care about.
Are they public?
Are they?
Yeah, I see. I'm in A614 round 1.
No, I meant. Can you see the whole bracket, or can you just see your things?
I see my pool.
Oh, okay.
Things
cool.
are up. Things are up. I can see them. So right now, go to Evo or Smash GG /tournament /Evo -2017, and brackets should be up, and we will run through them real quick.
People that I know in my pool: Lazy Freddy, okay. Real Kim, okay.
Oh boy.
If we're gonna do this for everybody, I'm gonna leave.
No, we're not doing
I'm
that.
just looking.
I'm just going through mine.
Oh boy.
All right, let's see. King of Fighters.
So all the brackets are live. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna click something. I'm gonna click Tekken because I like Tekken. Tekken's good.
I gotta say, you guys really did a good job by having Evo be on Smash GG, because I definitely had to change my real name from David Serlin to Anthony Gerber. So you guys got me. You got me.
Well, I hope David Servin doesn't listen to this because he actually will be at Evo this year. So
yeah, actually, he told me he wants me to come and hang out at the Fantasy Strike booth. He actually signed my copy of Playing to Win for my birthday at NCR.
You didn't know that? That was so sick.
It was honestly the most thoughtful gift I've ever gotten from my entire life. So shout outs to Gibby and David Serlin.
Fun fact: I have the first signed copy off the line from that book.
Oh man!
Nice.
Damn, he just one-upped you.
I have number 4, and the other 3 went to like his family. So.
So you got the first real one.
Yeah, it's the first real one.
So my pool is pretty stacked. I got Laik, I got Luis Cha.
Yeah, you're losing. Okay,
you have people that are gonna make it.
If there's 3 people out, I can get out of this. Oh, sweet.
Yeah. Okay. No. You're being on
all
the
right.
mic.
Hell Pockets is going to be commentating the rest of the Evo.
Nice. I already like it.
Top 8.
So Wiz, there's no 8 a.m. pulls this year, right?
That is correct. All pools start at 10 a.m. this year.
So what time does the doors open?
Doors will still open at 8, so you have basically 2 hours to shop.
Oh, don't tell
that. Before you have to get into your pool line. So
I got a 10 a.m. pools. That means I got 2 hours to go do hand warmers.
Nice. You'd be up into fighting speed by the time you get there.
Yeah, for sure.
This actually kind of sucks for me because I work the night shift now, so I'm probably going to be really tired by 10 a.m.
That was actually the first time I heard that, so my heart just sank. So I thought we got to sleep in for another 2 hours, Wiz.
Oh no, you're on the same schedule I am. Like you have to be there.
Well, Hanzo, you're screwed.
Shit. Does this trickle down and apply to me as well?
Yeah, that's probably gonna screw.
Yeah. It's actually pretty cool. I only have to work 1 day. It's pretty nice. I get like 2 other days off to just chill. And
I'm still waiting for my money from Gibby for giving him a ride to Manly Bay at 5:30 in the morning.
Look, man, just you have to deal with Seg. Seg is gonna handle this.
I'll give you Help Pockets' CEO money.
Wow,
all 34 of it. I'll throw in the plane ticket. It was
hey, $34 is like a steak at some places, so I'm taking that.
You know, hit that Sizzler.
Oh, nice. All right.
Yeah, man.
Sizzler.
Yeah, don't fly Spirit, fly Frontier. It's like the same thing, except they're on time. They don't cancel. Hey, I got a free upgrade to first class last time I flew Frontier because some jackass took my seat.
I haven't flown Frontier in like 10 years. They've been pretty good to me, though.
Okay.
All
right, so we got the brackets, and we ran over time, but I do have one more question because a lot of people have been talking about this. It's been kind of like the whole year culminating to this, and I got to ask you the tough question. What do you think of the numbers?
So there's a lot of there's a combination of things. There's a lot of tournaments out now. Like there's a lot of saturation out there. Like with Smash, there's a tournament every single day in Los Angeles. It's crazy. And like with Street Fighter, it's just there's a tournament every weekend now, basically. So players are not like they have to pick and choose now. So you're not going to get everyone just coming to Evo and kind of just doing stuff. And secondly, goes more towards Chris Seglia's job, which he does an amazing job. The show is so good that you can literally stay at home and watch. Yeah. So like when you kind of do the perfect storm of stuff, then numbers are going to go down. But obviously Street Fighter, like a lot of people quit the game, to be quite honest. Like a lot of people are not happy with Capcom's changes as of recently. So like they signed up last year before the game was even out, and maybe they didn't agree with them. So yeah, like it was pretty obvious from the beginning that Street Fighter and both Smashes were going to go down, but we're happy like with the numbers overall. Obviously Tekken went through the roof because that's a great game. Like Injustice, Guilty Gear, they're all up there too. So overall, it's a nice thing, and we've increased the haul by 250% this year. So the haul's massive. we're giving every game that's currently running a tournament a screen with like 500 to 1,000 chairs. So like you'll be able to sit down and watch your game if that's what you want to do, or if you want to check out a booth and like that kind of stuff. But yeah, the numbers were astronomical last year, and it was obviously an anomaly. And like we still grew over 2015's numbers, so that's a good thing. But I don't think we were even going to be in the realm of the possibility of matching those numbers.
Okay.
I have two quick questions. Last year we had ESPN. We gonna see ESPN at Evo again this year? If you can.
I don't know.
Oh no.
Right. Yeah, yeah, we can't really talk about that at the moment. So
okay, that's fine. And second question is, so people will be watching at home. A lot of people on Twitch like to use emotes and junk. Does the official Evo channel have emotes already available or set?
I saw it, and they're not ready yet, but I did see a beta of them, and we're actually brought in a actual artist to design them this year. So we don't like half-ass them like we did the last couple of years. So, but we're definitely going to have a show one, because that's probably my favorite emote of the year.
Oh, God.
And
Whose face is it?
So yeah, it's gonna.
Whose face is the shill emote?
I don't know, but we're also having a Ghost of Marvel 2 icon. I saw that one too. So.
Oh my God!
Nice.
So basically, if you want the coolest icons, you're going to have to pony up the money. But that's just beside the point. So it's gonna be a good year. But you're going to definitely want all those icons. So.
Yo, did my suggestion for a multi-part Kamehameha make it through?
No.
And, with these emotes, you get them for life or for a full year? I forget how the Twitch.
It used to be for life, but Twitch kind of changed their policy and they won't do lifetime anymore. So from 2011 to 2015, it's all lifetime still. But last year's was an 11th-month subscription, so it's probably gonna be the same this year.
All right, and it's $10.
I think it's 12. So basically $1 a month. So basically that's what you get out of it.
Yeah. Our proceeds going to like the education scholarship fund again.
Yeah, that's the plan. So we don't keep any. We don't keep any of that money. It all goes to the scholarship.
Awesome.
Good work.
All right. Well, I think we're about done here. I'm going to go analyze my brackets a little bit more and prepare mentally for the people I'm going to stomp. And I want to thank all the lovely guests that came on, both expected and unexpected. Dara Bunau from Anime Evo. I want to thank you for coming on and talking Anime Evo stuff.
Sure. You can find me at Daryl Bunau, not Derek Bunau, on Twitter.
I wrote Daryl.
Nah, you said Derek, so whatever.
My bad.
Just continue.
Hey, just go with it, man. It's cool.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, it's all right.
We're drinking out even. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we're gonna call you Derek all night.
Oh boy.
Shit.
I want to thank Chris Seg and Mr. Wiz for coming on so unexpectedly. It's been an awesome hour of extra SDR time, and very fitting for what I guess is pretty much the pre-Evo special.
Yep. Glad to be able to be on this awesome podcast and talk about alcohol and weed.
Chili, we have to coordinate. Evo's like 2 weeks away. Like we have to work together. We have to coordinate better at Evo.
Wow.
This was
good thing it's not Evo and it's not have to be coordinated. But yeah, glad I could bomb your podcast.
No,
so.
it's always a pleasure having you on, and you too, Chris. You coming out to One Up tonight, huh?
Yeah. Sure.
Sweet.
Be right there.
Oh wait, what?
Either you have any parting words for people going Evo?
Just have fun, man. It's gonna be great. It's
gonna be awesome.
It's always a good time. Don't talk to me though, because I'll bite your head off.
Yeah, this is true. He will.
Talk to everybody else.
If you miss this Evo, I don't know. Like we're making it one for the ages. Like this will probably be the best year we've ever done in terms of just everything. So this is not a year you want to miss. If you get that chance to drive to Vegas on the last weekend possible, I suggest you do it.
All right.
There will be spectator passes to buy at door, right?
Yeah. So we won't run out of those at the door. So you can definitely come on down and.
I do have a question obviously not for this year, but for next year, if we got badges mailed to us at our home, if we lost them, which is exactly why I didn't want to, would they also be able to pick them up at the door or no?
So what happens is, if you lose your badge, we would give you a replacement at the door, but obviously we can't replace it because it's customized and it costs too much money to replace it.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, be like,
yeah,
oops, I left it at home. Like,
yeah, like, this is obviously a trial year for us. Like, we don't know how many people are going to do that, but we're going to give everyone the benefit of the doubt this year. And if say you lost it at home or something, we'll figure something out. But you won't be denied access to Evo if you don't have it.
Finally, last thing on badges. Did the Cannon Brothers on spell check champion yet?
So this is what we did. We actually sold the lanyards to a sponsor. So a sponsor's covering all the lanyards this year, and it's a really cool lanyard, and you're gonna love it when you see it. But yeah, Evo's not doing the lanyards this year. So
cool.
Can we check the trophies to make sure that someone spelled championship right?
Yes.
Very
yes. Everything has been double checked by me this year, and Tom basically cannot send stuff to the printer without me looking at it.
Nice.
Dude, the worst part about that is I didn't even know until registration was like 3 hours open. And my personal friends had come to support me, and I gave them their lanyard, and they showed it to me. They're like, this is misspelled, right? And I was just like, holy shit. and then literally Tom was over helping someone at registration. I walked over to him, and I'm like, hey, what the F? And he just looked at the badge, then he looked at me, and then he continued to ignore me and just help the customer. And I was like, are you kidding me right now? So that will be the joke forever on out. Like, that's the most common meme that I'll get from here until eternity. So
and those lanyards are sick, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. But I immediately went to the Gaming Generation booth and got one of the correctly spelled ones and put it on. So
they had correctly spelled ones.
Well, they had ones that they designed for like giveaways. So they had an Evo lanyard, but it wasn't like it was just like for sale. So I just grabbed one of those. So
classic.
All right. We're going to wrap up here. And once again, I want to thank everybody for coming on. And hopefully we'll see everybody at Evo July 14th, I believe. Yes.
Yes, July 14th starts on Friday, 8 a.m. Get in line, get some merch, and then you go to your pool at 10 a.m., and then you're good to go.
I guarantee you're going to have a great time. Every year Evo is great, and this year they're just pulling out all the stops to make it even more fun for the people going there. And it's already awesome for the people viewing at home. So we'll see you there one way or the other. Have a good night, and I don't have anything like catchy or anything like that. So
I have something catchy to say.
Go ahead.
Yeah, pre-reg for Anime Evo still open, so hit that up. And
wow, Jabali Jr. just takes over the radio. This is supposed to be about Evo, and he just like goes in there. Dude, you're not banned. You're not banned from Evo. Like Anime Evo, you're all banned. You're just banned.
For everybody here at SDR, good night and good luck.